Oasis Supersonic. Okay, here we go. So, I've reacted to Oasis earlier, and it was Live Forever. So I wanted to do another one, and this is one of my favorites as well. And yeah, I just wanted to do this one to keep the Oasis thing going. I'm actually surprised that I didn't get a copyright claim or anything like that. So we're gonna see what happens now. Anyway, this is a lyrics video, so that's always nice. And we're just gonna get into this now. I might pause it in between. I might not. Anyway, I've never gotten into the lyrics on this one. I just really love the song, so we're just gonna actually get into lyrics this time, which I like to do. So that's always nice. All right, let's just go. I'm very excited. That drum.
I need to be myself. I can't be no one else. I'm feeling supersonic. Give me gin and tonic. You can have it all, but how much do you want it? Make me laugh. Give me your autograph. Can I ride with you in your BMW? You can sail with me in my yellow submarine. You need to find out, 'cause no one's gonna tell you what I'm on about. You need to find a way for what you wanna say. But before tomorrow, 'cause my friend said to take you home. He sits in a car all alone. He lives under a waterfall. Nobody can see him. Nobody can ever hear him call. Nobody can ever hear him call. You need to be yourself. You can't be no one else. I know a girl called Elsa. She's into apple seltzer. She slips it through a cane on a supersonic train, and she makes me laugh. I got her autograph. She done it with the doctor on a helicopter. She's sniffing in a tissue, selling the big issue when she finds out. No one's gonna tell her what I'm on about. You need to find a way for what you wanna say. But before tomorrow, 'cause my friend said to take you home.
All right, Oasis Supersonic. Like I said, love this song, and I've heard it a lot, and but I've never gone through the lyrics. So that's what we're gonna do. And again, it just Liam Gallagher's vocals, off the top. It's just there's not a care in the world for him or something. It just seems, and I just love that rock and roll style he has, and it's just like the band is not even. This is the first single from their debut album, and it's like I feel it. They have that feeling that it's like they already know that they're gonna make it. It's just like they don't give a crap, about what others think, and that it's just like they're going all the way to the top, and obviously they did for a while there, and yeah, I mean I just love the song, and obviously Noel Gallagher wrote the song like pretty much every other Oasis song. So yeah, looking at the bio on Genius.com, it says Supersonic was released as the debut single from Definitely Maybe, April 11th, 1994. So 25 years ago, almost 26 now, I guess. It was written by Noel Gallagher and recorded in a single day in December 1993. So it goes on. The recording engineer, Phil Antigua, as Dave Scott, who was scheduled to record the session, had gone home to feed his dog. The band was there to record Bring It On Down, but first, as a warm up, they started jamming together. So obviously, that's what a few bands do. You jam. Soon, Noel Gallagher was humming a melody over McCarroll, the drummer, and Bonehead, the bassist, and not the bassist, the rhythm guitarist, until he called the jam to a halt as it was time to start recording Bring It On Down. Um, Goes on, so it says, real person that was there, Tony Griffiths, then entered the room and said that their jam had the makings of a hit record. So a few minutes later, during which Noel Gallagher wrote the lyrics in a corner, Supersonic had been born. Tony Griffiths guided Liam through the tune and provided backing vocals. The recording was completed in 11 hours and was never remixed, which I've heard before. So that's always kind of cool to know that they did it once, and that was just once or twice or something like that, and that's all that they had to do, never remix or anything. And it's just very rock and roll. I mean, I don't know, I just love this. And so anyway, going on, this is what if the artist said about the song. So in an interview, Noel Gallagher has said that this is his favorite Oasis single, and he has kept playing it live after the band broke up with his High Flying Birds. And I have seen Noel live, but he never played Supersonic. If he did play Supersonic, I would have lost my mind. But but obviously Liam does the vocals, so it wouldn't be the same. But either way, Liam's vocals nowadays aren't the same, which sucks. But he's like 45 years old, so it's not going to be the same. Anyway, moving on. Looking at annotations here, I need to be myself. I can't be no one else. Very good lyrics, very meaningful lyrics right off the top. This sets a precedent for a theme of self-belief or optimism that other Oasis songs such as Whatever and Rock and Roll Star incorporate. The lyrics are, however, in stark contrast to the open lines of the album's second single, Shaker Maker, which is I like to be somebody else and not know where I've been. So again, and I do know that Shaker Maker is like probably like not the worst, but it wasn't like as popular as the other singles from Definitely Maybe. So and obviously Supersonic was put Oasis on the map. And anyway, this is I'm feeling Supersonic. Give me gin and tonic. So feeling Supersonic, a feeling of euphoria. There isn't much in the way of the meaning or reason behind the lyric. So yeah, and I have seen Noel talk about the song, and basically it's just like you said, he wrote it in like 10 minutes, and so there's not much meaning to it other than what meaning people have put to it over the last 25 years. And that's always great to see. I mean, how a person or a fan puts their meaning to a song. It's and then it makes the song the people's basically, which I have seen Noel talk about before with like Champagne Supernova and stuff like that. So then you go on, you make me laugh, give me your autograph. So anyway, it says he likes this girl. She's fun to be around. Asking for her autograph is a euphemism for asking for other things he'd like from her. Oh boy. And then it goes on, can I ride with you in your BMW? And so it says a rhyme in the same verse using the framed German luxury car. And still the next verse shows the narrator saying he has a cooler vehicle. You can sail with me in my yellow submarine, which is obviously a nod to the Beatles, which Oasis got a lot of inspiration from. I mean, there's a lot of videos out there of how Oasis like took lines from the Beatles, and not cocaine lines, but like took lines from songs and stuff like that, or uh, music samples and stuff like that. Obviously, was one of the biggest fans of the Beatles. Liam and Noel loved the Beatles, so they're gonna take some things from their favorite band. And Noel, he's talked about that before. He's not ashamed or whatever. He's taken things from other bands. You look at like T Rex or anything like that, the Hollies. Anyway, moving on. It says with the pre-chorus, you need to find out because no one's going to tell you what I'm on about. So it says this could very well be a message to the genius editors, as the lyrics to the song, especially the third verse, are intentionally nonsensical. So yeah, again, with the whole nonsensical thing, Noel has said before, like I said, like he wrote the song in a very short amount of time, and it just came to him off the fly, on the fly, and there's not you don't always have to put so much emphasis in what a song means. It could just mean nothing really. So, and that I'm kind of thinking of like Nirvana or something like that with like how they did a lot of their songs. Like a lot of people try to put emphasis on what a song could mean and put meaning to a song or whatever, and when the song could really just mean not much at all. Anyway, moving on. You need to find a way for what you want to say, but before tomorrow. So it says we all have to find our own way of expressing ourselves while we're here, and you better get to it because before tomorrow is today. For the Gallaghers, this meant starting a rock band, but that is not the only way to get your message out. So, yeah, obviously, I think Liam was the one who started Oasis, and then Noel came along, and they found out that Noel could write some friggin' songs, and obviously, they didn't look back until 2009, and then they broke up. So anyway, moving on to the chorus, because my friend said he'd take you home. He sits in a corner all alone. He lives under a waterfall. Nobody can see him. Nobody can ever hear him call. Nobody can ever hear him call. So this guy seems to be an example showing what you will happen if you don't find a way to express yourself and be who you are. He lives under a metaphorical waterfall and a barrier separating him from anyone else. As a result, no one really pays attention to him, especially the girls. Oh boy, who brush him aside and always go for the confident Oasis lads instead. And it says also, this line could also be a reference to How Soon Is Now by the Smiths, a band that had a huge influence on Noel Gallagher. I can't talk. Anyway, I've never really thought about that. How Soon Is Now? Yeah, because my friend said Corner All Alone. Yeah, I never thought about that, but I guess it could be. And How Soon Is Now? I really like that song from the Smiths. Obviously, I've reacted to a lot of Smith songs if you've been watching this channel for a while. Anyway, second verse again. You need to be yourself. You need to be yourself. You can't be no one else. And then it goes on, which is probably my couple favorite lines. Just how Liam delivers them, I guess. So it says, "I know a girl called Elsa. She's into Alka-Seltzer. I love how he says Alka-Seltzer, and she sniffs it through a can on her supersonic train." So it says Elsa is actually sound engineer David Scott's 9-stone, 126-pound Rottweiler with a flatulence problem. That explains the need for Alka-Seltzer. Noel was going to keep this to himself until people started theorizing Elsa was a real girl and the song was about teenage prostitution. Oh, yeah, I did not know that this was about a dog. So that's pretty funny. I always thought it was just like a girl, and but I never thought about it was about prostitution either. So I just thought it was a random girl. But anyway, that's you always learn something new. Even I'm learning something new here. So Elsa was a dog. That's pretty funny. Anyway, she sniffed it through a cane on her supersonic train. If you were to grind up Alka-Seltzer, you'd get a white powder resembling cocaine. Uh-oh. Elsa likes sniffing hers through a cane straw. The effects of the drug make her feel as though she's riding a supersonic train. So, yeah, and again, obviously, Oasis experienced a lot with drugs, were experienced with drugs. And again, just since I know so much crap about Oasis, I know like in 1997 when they did the whole Be Here Now album, which was kind of seen as a flop from some after a while, a lot of those recordings that they did for those songs, they were very intoxicated and with cocaine, especially Noel. And yeah, but I like that album a lot just because I like Oasis. I'm an Oasis fanboy. So anyway, looking at the pre-chorus, again, the second one, when she finds out no one's going to tell her what I'm on about, you need to find a way for what you want to say, but before tomorrow. Again, I've gone over that, so we can skip. And then the chorus again, with because my friend said he'd take you home. He sits in the corner all alone. He lives under a waterfall. Nobody can see him. Nobody can ever hear him call. Times two. So yeah, that's the end of it with the annotation. So again, it's not a song to be like taken very literally, I guess. It's just a lot of words put together here, and I think I know there's a story like talking about because I've seen so many Oasis like things, documentaries, and everything, and it's just like they wanted to do a different single. I think "Bring It On Down" was gonna be a single, like their top single or something like that, and they didn't think it had the potential. So obviously, Noel thought, well, I gotta write another song, and then Supersonic came out. And it's just funny how those things kind of work, and 25, 26 years later, I guess, 25 and a half years later, whatever. This is one of their best known songs, and it still rings true for Noel because I know he said that this is one of his favorite songs he's ever written. And I'm pretty sure he says Live Forever is his favorite song just because of the message, which I totally get. And yeah, but Supersonic, I think that was the first song I heard from Oasis where I was like, this band is pretty freaking cool, and I want to hear more. And yeah, so anyway, I mean, I guess that's it. I'm pretty tired now. I've been reacting to a lot of music, so I'm sorry if I sound a little out of it or something. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to do this, another Oasis track, and I like it very much, so I wanted to give it its due, I guess. So yeah, I guess that's it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Again, thanks for liking and subscribing and commenting and requesting different things, and it's all well appreciated. I appreciate all the support, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on the other side, or on the flip side, whatever. I'm not dying. So anyway, yeah, that's it. Let's just end this now. And Oasis Supersonic. My goodness, what a track. My goodness. All right.